If your future goal is to have your business work for you, allowing you to earn an income while away from your practice on vacation, you'll need to build a superstar team. As long as the business is fully dependent on you, you'll be stuck in a glorified job, losing your freedom to live an abundant life outside of the practice. This means that effort must be put into developing and training each member of your team to run your practice as if it's their own. It never fails to amaze me how many prospective clients I talk to who insist that it's just too difficult to find the right staff, Dr. Webb. Then I ask them these simple questions. Tell me about your hiring process. How many steps does an applicant go through? What are the specific tests you give them? And which team members are involved in the interview process? Second question. Tell me about your weekly team training, the hours you set aside, and the training topics. Number 3, tell me about your online training for each team member and the manuals they follow particular to their duties. As you can guess, I typically get no responses. So whose fault is it if you don't have the superstar team? You have the responsibility to hire correctly and train on a weekly basis. If this is not happening, don't expect to have a winning football team. You're not going to the playoffs, let alone the Super Bowl. Here's another strong point. How do you financially bonus your team members? Have you set up parameters to allow them to step up beyond their minimum requirements to help move your practice to constant growth? Are you setting up the opportunity for those who work for you to develop their own career and fulfill both personal and financial goals? Here's a lesson for you. If you want to develop A players and keep them for life, you must offer them the opportunity and training for both personal and career growth. If you're not training them and giving them the chance to better themselves, they will eventually leave you to find an employer who will. Let me give you an example of what this looks like when done correctly. In 2011, prior to selling my practice and working full-time into building Freedom Practice Coaching, I needed another front desk person. We ended up choosing a wonderful young lady named Mary. Now, Mary flew through our hiring process, flying colors, had a great feeling about her contribution to my practice. It seemed like a fit. Her work experience was actually in the food service industry. This has no bearing on her qualifications, as we're going to train her. We agreed on the value of exchange for the front desk position to be $36,000 a year with a review in 90 days. We also discussed the extent of training she would be going through and what her opportunities were to earn much more through stepping up and treating the practice as if it were her own. In the first year with my team, Mary ended up earning $55,000 as a front desk staff. She did this through earning monthly bonuses. Fast forward to mid-2018. Mary just earned the position of Chief Operating Officer here at Freedom Practice Coaching. She now earns more income than most doctors and has the freedom to conduct her own schedule, allowing her plenty of time with her family. Mary became a superstar player because she was cared for, intensely trained, and rewarded. It didn't happen on accident. You may be thinking, wow, I really don't know exactly how to train my team, nor what specifics they should be trained on. Well, I can tell you this. If they're going to run your practice, they need to know everything about running a practice. Don't worry, as an FPC client, we personally train each one of your team members. This is how we can guarantee your investment with us and ensure we keep our reputation of building the most successful practices across America.